Hi, Tina here from Yoga Flow with Tina. Today's practice is a full body stretch from head to toe. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you on the mat. Hi, I'm Tina, and this is Yoga Flow with Tina. Today's practice is a full body stretch, perfect for beginners or really any level. So we'll start here in mountain pose, feet hip width apart, tall back, tall spine, long neck, shoulders back, hands active. Take a breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth or nose. Let's do that a second time. Inhale in through the nose, filling up the chest and belly. Exhale, letting it all out. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Inhale, reach up with the arms. And exhale, come back to mountain pose. 2 more times. Inhale, reach, nice and tall. Big stretch through the core. Exhale, mountain pose. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, mountain pose. Let's make it even bigger. We're gonna add a little bend in the knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knee, swoop the arms back. Again, inhale up. Exhale, swoop it down. 2 more. Inhale up, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, swoop. And again, inhale up. And exhale, swoop. Nice job. Let's bring the feet together. Inhale, reach up, connect your hands, pointer fingers pointing to the ceiling. We'll come into moon. Exhale, lean to your side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, other side. And again, 1 more time each side. Inhale up, up. Exhale, lean. Inhale up. Exhale, lean. Nice work. Inhale, come back up. Release your hands, mountain pose. Let's take your feet a bit wider, maybe about shoulder width apart. Inhale, reach up again, connect your hands and flip your palms up. We're gonna come into a pose called compass, a moving pose. Inhale here, exhale, lean to the side like you did in moon. Pause. Take another inhale, twist your body so you're facing the ground, and as you exhale, swoop your arms through and come back up. Let's do the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, lean. Pause. Inhale, twist. Exhale, swoop. Let's do that again, 1 more time each side. Exhale, lean. Inhale, twist. Swoop it through as you exhale fully, coming back to the top. Exhale to the side. Turn. And swoop around again. Nice job. Release your hands. Let's widen the stance even a little bit more. Inhale, forward, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold. Pause. Kind of tense your fingers here so your back is nice and straight. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I mean. So my fingers are up. If you need to widen your stance a little more to get your fingers up to the mat, then do so. We'll add a little movement with our breath. Inhale here, exhale, soften, lower down. Again, inhale, come up, flat back, tent the fingers. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come up. Exhale, soften. This time we stay. So pause here. It's like a wide-legged rag doll. Let your head be heavy. Let the face relax, jaw relax, pause. I'm gonna turn back. You stay where you are. I'm just turning back. So we're all in the same position. Let's add a twist. Leave one hand down on the mat in the center, and as you exhale, lift up the other arm, gaze goes with it, pause. Hold here. 1 more breath. Exhale, come back down to the center. Other hand comes in the middle. Inhale, reach up. Pause. Feeling a beautiful twist and also a nice stretch through the hips, inner thighs. 1 more breath. And exhale, hand come back down. Let's just bend one knee and then the other. You might need to widen your stance a little more. And just moving at your own pace here. Back and forth. When you get to the right side, let's pause, hold here. Flip up the other foot so it's flexed, toes to the ceiling. Pause. Back is straight. Big stretch here through the inner thigh, opening up the hip. One more breath. Good job. Let's come back to center. Walk your hands to the other side. We'll do that on the other side. Flip up the opposite foot, flex it, toes to the ceiling, pause. Hold here, big stretch through the legs. One more breath. And come back to center. Start to heel toe your feet in just a little bit till they're about shoulder width apart, toes pointed out, hands come to the hips, inhale, rise. Inhale, reach up your hands, bring them together, and as you exhale, sink your hips down, garland pose, coming nice and deep. Elbows can come to the inside of the knees, pressing them out. So active in the elbows, pushing the knees out. Hands pressed together, pause here. Keep breathing. It's a big pose. We're gonna hold it for a couple breaths, so don't hold your breath. Inhale, exhale. Good, last breath here. Hands can come to the mat. Start to straighten your legs. Nice work. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. Nice work. Come to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, lift up the arms, place your hands together, feet are together. Exhale, sink down into a chair and pause. Holding here, just one breath. What we're gonna do is gently lift up the left foot, just let it hover. And as you exhale, take it all the way back. This is a big crescent pose, so this is a very powerful pose. We're only gonna stay here for one breath, and then gently place the back knee down. Front hands come to the front knee, pause. Lean into this a little bit. So you might need to adjust your feet in order to get a nice dip here. We're gonna add some arms. So inhale with the arms, connect them together and place them behind your head and really push elbows back. So the shoulder blades are like wrapping around the spine, getting a big stretch through the chest, through the shoulders, still leaning into the front leg. Nice work, one more breath. Good, release your hands. Left hand comes to the mat, right hand goes up. This is easy twist. Hold here. Each exhale, see if you can reach a little further back. So each time you exhale, you're getting a little bit more of a twist. Nice work. Right hand comes down. Let's bring this foot back so that we're in a tabletop position. We'll do the other side in just a moment. While we're here in tabletop, let's do some cat-cow. So we'll start with cow, tip the hips up, gaze goes up, inhale. Hips tuck under, chin to chest, exhale. This is cat. Good, again, cow, lead with the hips. Gaze goes up, inhale. Exhale, tuck the tips, chin to chest. Good, again, cow. Nice and slow, and cat. Nice work. Really push away the floor here, really round through the back. Nice job. Coming back to neutral spine. Place your right hand in the middle of the mat here to create some balance. And inhale, lift up with the left arm, opening up through the side, through the chest. One more breath. And then this left hand's gonna thread the needle right through this little hole here. Left shoulder rests on the mat, left side of the head. Maybe the right hand can go up. Pause. Breathe. Good, one more breath. And then come back to tabletop. Let's just kickstand out this left foot. Shift your weight into your left hand and your left knee. Bring up the right arm. Gaze goes with it. Open up here. It's a modified side angle. Beautiful big stretch. Last breath. And then come down, find tabletop. Let's do the other side. So place the left hand in the middle of the mat, lift up the right hand, hold here, gaze goes with it. Nice twist. Keep that arm that's supporting you nice and strong. Now thread the needle, the right arm goes through, resting the right shoulder, right side of head on the mat. Maybe the left hand likes to rise. Hold here. 3 breaths. Good, let's bring this hand back down, lift back up into tabletop. Kickstand out the right foot, shift your weight into your right hand, right knee, lift up with the left hand, open up. Big, beautiful opening in the chest. Pause here, last breath. And exhale, come back down, tabletop. Pause here in tabletop for a moment. Extend your right leg out nice and straight. Hold it here. Take a breath. We're gonna add a little bit of movement to warm up and stretch those hips out. So inhale, knee to nose, round the back. Exhale, send it back out. Maybe a little gaze up. Good, inhale. Do it again, exhale, straighten out. Inhale, knee to nose. So working at your own pace here, matching the breath with the movement. Let's do a couple more. So it's almost like a cat-cow movement. Hunching over as you bring the knee in and then extending out. Let's hold here, leg extended, pause. Good. And then bring the knee down. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg out. Hold for a moment. Get your balance, and then we'll add the movement. Inhale, knee to nose, rounding the back. Exhale, sending it back up. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Rounding the back, and then straightening the leg. Let's do a couple more. Make it active. You're using your core here, opening up the hips. Last time, this time we stay extended. Pause for a breath. Nice work. Knee comes down. Get ready into tabletop here. We're gonna tuck the toes and lift the hips, down dog. Pause, take a breath. Let it go. Take this time to walk the dog. That means you're gonna pedal one heel down and then the other. Really nice and slow and deliberate, having patience, not rushing. Big stretch through the calves, stretch through the hamstrings. Let's do one more on each side. And then finding stillness again in down dog. Good job, take a breath. Let it go. And walk to the top of the mat. Inhale for a half lift. Hands just come and rest on the legs. Back is nice and straight. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, forward fold. This time we stay. This is ragdoll. Your upper body can just go limp and heavy. Your head is heavy. Neck is long. Maybe your knees are just slightly bent in order not to lock them. Maybe you want to scoop up the elbows and sway from side to side. These are all just options. As long as you're just letting your upper body be loose, hanging over your lower body, you're in the right position. You should be feeling a nice stretch through your lower back and also a bit through your hamstrings. If you're swaying, come back to normal. Just pause for a moment. Just shift your weight a bit onto more of your toes. Whether you can touch the ground or not, it doesn't really matter. Wherever you are, just kind of leaning more into your toes. Notice how that feels. And then shift the weight a little back into your heels. Do that again. Shift the weight into your toes and then shift the weight into your heels. Just a different feeling. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, rise, nice and slow. We've been upside down for a while. Take it slow. Nice work. We'll do our crescent pose on the other side. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, sink down into a chair. Pausing here for a breath. Then slowly lifting up the right foot, just letting it hover. One breath. And when you're ready, stepping it back, finding a nice deep crescent pose. This is a very big, powerful pose. We're only gonna stay here for one more breath. And then bring the back knee down. Good, hands come to the front knee. Open up here, maybe adjusting, kind of stepping your foot forward. Getting a nice big stretch through your inner thighs and quads. Nice work. Let's add the arms. So inhale, connect the hands behind you, hands come back behind the head, shoulders back, elbows back, really wrapping the shoulders around the spine, still leaning into it. So we've got upper body and lower body work happening at the same time. One more breath. And as you exhale, right hand comes to the floor, left hand comes up for easy twist. One more breath. Good work. Both hands to the mat, foot comes back, finding tabletop. And then we're gonna flip over, so into a seated position. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor, lay back down. We're gonna come into a bridge pose. So you might wanna creep your feet back just a little bit more and inhale, lift the hips. Hold here. You might wanna kind of fold your shoulders under a little bit and connect your hands. That gets your hips a little bit higher. But that's just an option. Whatever you're at with your bridge pose is great. Take a couple big full belly breaths here. One more. And as you exhale, start to sink the hips down, back where we started. We'll follow up with happy baby, grabbing the bottoms of your feet. Now, if you can't quite grab the bottoms of your feet, grab the backs of your knees. You're still gonna get the same stretch. In fact, what we want here is the back to remain on the mat as much as possible. So if by grabbing your feet, it means you're lifting your lower back, then really it's probably best to grab the back of your knees. And then pulling your knees towards your armpits. Pause here. Take a couple breaths. Feet are flexed like they could stamp the ceiling. Last breath here. And then bring your knees and feet together and just tuck your knees into your chest. We're gonna rock and roll a couple times back and forth to find ourselves in a seated position. So here we go, up and back. Couple times to gain momentum. Good, find yourself seated. Coming to your mat, we're gonna open up here. We'll start with the right side. So right leg is extended, left leg is tucked in. Take your right hand and put it in behind as support. And your left hand's gonna reach up, inhale, and exhale, come to the outside of this leg. So we're adding a twist and a hamstring stretch at the same time. Maybe the hand can come to the outside of the foot, depending on your flexibility. So wherever this hand ends up, you're using it to kind of help you twist and bend forward. Pause. 2 more breaths. Start to inhale, come up. Left hand tucks in behind the left leg, swoop the arm up for happy pose, opening the hips, opening the chest, reaching back. Beautiful, 2 breaths here because it feels so good. And settling back down. Let's do the other side. This time extending the left leg. Left hand comes in behind for support. Inhale, reach up with the right, and exhale, take the right to the outside of the leg or outside of the foot, wherever you can grab. Hold. As you exhale, twist in a little more. You should be feeling this in your middle lower back, back of the shoulder, also in the hamstring here. 1 more breath. Start to rise. Right hand comes in behind, swoop up, happy pose, opening the hips, opening the chest. Pause. 2 breaths. Can't help but smile in happy pose. Feels so good. Let's lower down. Open up both legs so we have a V shape here. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Wherever you land is perfect. We're gonna pause here. Take a breath. Exhale, melt in. Now we're gonna challenge ourselves a little bit. As you inhale again, creep the hands forward just a touch, and exhale, settle into this new place. Good, last breath. Inhale, start to rise. Well done. Come back, switching to lengthwise on your mat, knees bent, feet flat on the mat, rolling back down. Really separate your feet so they're nice and wide, hip mat distance apart. Inhale here, cactus the arms, and exhale, knees fall to the right. Maybe your gaze goes to the left. Pause. One more breath. Inhale, knees come up, and exhale, knees fall to the other side, gaze goes other side too. Switching sides, holding here. Beautiful supine twist. As you exhale, let your body surrender to this pose. Let go of everything. Good, coming back, knees up. Finding your final Shavasana, extending arms and legs out to the side, palms up, feet have permission to just fall wherever they fall. Holding here for a couple deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth or nose. Feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. You can simply pause the video and stay in Shavasana for a little longer if you have the time. Otherwise, we'll start to wake up. Fingers and toes wiggling, maybe rotating ankles and wrists. Bring your feet together, arms extend up top. Big stretch. Now bend at the knees and hug your knees into your chest. We're gonna do that rock and roll back and forth, end up standing this time. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go, gain some momentum. Start rocking backwards and forwards. And when we get to the top, we're gonna come and pop ourselves up. Nice work. Come to the center of your mat. We'll come back to mountain pose just as we started, finishing off with 4 big breaths. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swoop them down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, release. Come back to standing. I hope you feel stretched out and refreshed. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.